So this gonna be again principal change like settings. Just a second. Concurrency. Mm, uh, Customization. That makes sense. Just a second. Okay, so actually I had an interview today. Um, so I had interview for Justpay. It gone nice in a sense, like one thing they have. I so basically have given interview for the PSC role, but the question that the interviewer have asked not exactly from PSC role, that what I have just prepared myself. But yeah, I'll rate it maybe 7 out of 10 maybe, the interview experience and all. But yeah, there are some points where I can improve myself. Um, yeah, that's all I think. So we will start where we left. Um, so we will go to the question tracker. We will solve what where we have left, right? Uh, like, will I get the call? Maybe not. Maybe depends on the interviewer, obviously, like how he sees Shani. But yeah, it's one thing. It's like the first interview I have ever given. So no, yeah, something that comes in my mind that I can do some better, but you know, all of things. One thing that went bad was the whole round was completely, what I'll say, not a DSN algo type, but I had prepared myself like you're preparing for a big startup company like Justpay, so they will ask some DSN algo question, but I haven't really prepared my mind to do other questions. Like he have asked me to create a manual Civilet manual like Rollup. If you know Rollup, basically Rollup is a bundler for JavaScript. So he have asked me to build that. So and also one question that I've got is I've been given a TypeScript file slash project, and I have to manually compile it to JavaScript without using the latest TypeScript compiler. And after compiling it to JavaScript, I have to just do some operations, like I have to move the into source and something, like I have to give basically a bundler structure without giving So if I structurally call that, like let's say, so uh, just a second. So let's say you have a TS project, and this is your folder structure. Let's say that is index.ts, and here is, let's say, when you compile the TS to JavaScript using TSC, you will get a, let's say, dot JavaScript. So I have to move that JavaScript to a dist file and move that TS to a source file and do some operations. One thing he have just asked me that, don't use like this, don't use default. Basically he was going too deep with the questions and all. um it was nice, and also you have asked me about gits and all. This is the easy for me. Another thing that was, he has asked like for Rust questions, but yeah, like the package manager in Rust and all, so it was not went that much good. Another question that went bad is a question from semantic versioning. Like let's say I have x y and z. So x is basically is major fix, z is basically for patch, and y is basically for minor. But the issue that I have given him, I have said him ki like x is for major, y is for, like, say something less than major greater than minor, and z is for, like, minor. So it was not went well that much, but I hope that a couple of things that went well. Like, I have thought they will ask me SQL question, DSA question, but yeah, that went well. Then it went well. So yeah, let me start today's round. So basically we will go to BS on, not arrays, BS on BS on answers. So what does BS on answer means? So basically, um what we have earlier did is basically BS on some finding something between of, like, arrays and all. So BS on answers means, like, it is also an algorithm of binary search. So I have to implement binary search to get some answers. I'll not be given directly to a an array, but yeah, somehow to make the answers over there. So yeah, the first question we got is okay, given a positive integer n, find the square root of n. If n is not a perfect square, return the floor value. Okay, makes sense. So just a second, let me just desktop, and where was that? Desktop. Where was that? Maybe DSA. It is CD A to Z, ST, and CD binary search. So do one thing. I will move everything. I will create yes on. What was that? 1D, based on 1D. MV everything to dot slash dot cpp to dot slash bs on id. Cannot create directory, file exists. Okay, not md, mv, I mean everything to mv so yeah, I'm done pretty much. Okay, now I will create a MD called BS on answers. Okay, the first question I'll get gvim 1.cpp. Let me edit and select. Okay, edit and select font 13. Okay, I think this is pretty much done. Okay, let me write. Okay, another question that I got from this point of view, that I have to write manual in HTTP web server in C. But what I've said in earlier, that I've used socket programming over that, not used like manual hash maps and all to create a manual file descriptor. But yeah, that went well. Okay. Question SQRT of n. So basically, what does that mean? Square root of 2. Okay, let me go to game. Okay, so let's say the answer, 4, and the square root of, like, SQRT of 4 is 2. And if let's say I'm asking for square root of 5, this will not really have a square root of 5. So I'll have to give the floor value. Like for 11, I have to give 3, because the nearest the square root is basically square root of 9, that is equals to 3. Makes sense. So what I'll do, I will do a dry run first, like what the things are working. I have two cases. For one case is like getting the floor values. Another one is getting like the real value. So makes sense, right? Okay. So let's say we have 4. Now what I will do is basically I'll consider writing a binary search here because it is a binary search on answers. So I have found that it is binary search on answers. The first thing that comes in my mind is like you have 4 and that is completely written like floor of the values. Okay, the floor square root, something like that. So this comes in my mind like I have to implement binary search over here because I will not be use any predefined square root functions, so that I will be using like floor. Okay, makes sense. By the way, am I visible for the guys? No one is there today. Okay, makes sense. So okay, so I will consider from 0 to 4. Also I can consider 1 to 4, but I'm not pretty much sure that I have to start from 0 to 4 or 1 to 4, but we will figure that out in maybe next. So okay, so what are basically the indexes? So I can consider 0 plus 4 by 2, it is 2, right? The mid is 2. This is my mid, this is my low, this is my high. Makes sense, right? Now here I equally have got the mid is like equal to the value, but exactly I haven't found like this should be the square root. So I have no, I mean I cannot really tell that this is my square root. So what are the point to calculate of the square root? Okay. So what I will see, mm, mm, okay. Mm, okay, so what we'll see is like meet into meet. It should be like less equals to or maybe equal to with the I mean the value. Let's say in for this case 2 into 2 is equals to 4. I'm getting directly my answer, but I'm not quite satisfied with the test case. But so I will take another test case. The test case that I will take is at n equals to 28. So I've taken a big test cases. So let me start iterating the for the first. So first, I mean low is like 0. Okay, I can do it in maybe the Vim file because okay. So low for 28, n equals to 28. First low is 0, high is 28, or I can consider low as 1, maybe not 0, and mid is 29 by 2, 30 by 2 is something nearby equal to let's say 14 because 14, yeah, makes sense. Mid equals to 14, and I can say like 14 into 14, it is like greater than 28. So when the value is greater than 28, what I have to do, I have to just shrink to the left part. So go to the left part. Okay, now low is 1, high equals to mid minus 1 like 13, and mid is like 14 by 2, this is 7, so 7 into 7, I mean 7, and I can write like 7 into 7, it is greater than like the value what I've like 20. So when it is greater, so go to the left part So now low is 1, high is like mid minus 1 like 6, mid is like 7 by 2 3, and I can consider like 3 into 3, it is 9 less than 28. So go to the right part, go to the right part. So now low is at mid plus 1 like 4, high is 6, and mid is like 6 plus 4 by 10 by 2, that is 5. So 5 into 5, that is 25, that is less than 28. So when it is less than 28, go to the right part. Now low equals to a mid plus 1 6, high equals to 6, mid equals to 6, and I can write like 6. So when like the low equals to mid equals to high, I will return the low. Okay, is this what I want, right? Or I will return high. Okay, let me take another test case. Let me take like 36. Okay, like low equals to 1, high equals to 36, mid equals to like 37 by 2 is like 18, maybe 18, and I can write like 18 into 18 is greater than 36. So I need smaller, so go to left, or I can write I know, high mid minus 1. So low equals to 1, high equals to, so I'm just making another test run, because I'm not quite sure that I have to return low or to return high. So for that I'm not quite sure about I have to return low or high, because one thing, after making this iteration I'm not quite sure that I have to return low or high. So makes sense. I can I can just store the variable over there, but yeah, let me see. High is mid minus 1, so 17, mid is like 18 by 2 9, and 9 into my bad, into 9, 81 obviously greater than 36. So again I need like high equals to mid minus 1. So now low is 1, high is mid minus 1 like 8, mid equals to 9 by 2 is 3, like 9 by what I'm considering like 9 by 2, let me consider 4. So 4 into 4 is less than 36. So now low equals to mid plus 1. Now low is mid plus 1 like 4 plus 1 5, high is 8, mid is like 13 by 2 is like 6. So 36, I'm getting the value correctly. So I mean 6 into 6. Okay, by the way, one thing, 5, 13. So 6 plus 6 is equals to 36. So when it equals return mid, so I got one test case when it equals returns mid. Okay, I think this was my intuitions. Let me just remove them all. I Times. So I will take the value t minus minus int n. See in n, what was the, okay, from one thing, after the question I will start using timers. So let me open any timers. Yeah, I will start timers. Okay, let me, okay, so int answer equals to p n. Int floor or t then so int low equals to 1, int high equals to n minus 1 or n, yeah, n. Now while low is less equals to high, int mid equals to c. uh, Low plus high minus low divided by 2. Now if mid into mid is equals to n, return mid. Can I write this? But actually it really didn't make sense, because if mid into mid is greater equal, so I can consider like greater equal to or less equals to. So if it is like greater equals to my n, when the value is greater than m, what I'm doing actually, so basically I need smaller, so I will do high equals to mid minus 1, else if or else low equals to, return okay, what should I return, like low or high? Let me tell you one thing, I just got something nice. So while doing like 28, you remember that in the position we got low equals to 6, mid equals to 6 and high equal to 6. But for 28 the answer is not 6, the answer is 5. So what we are doing actually, when everything overlaps each other, then we will return one thing that I can say that like high into high, so basically mid into it, so 36 is greater than 28. So I will do one last iterations, when it is greater I will do high equals to mid minus 1, and my high becomes 5 in the next iterations, and that is the floor value what I want. So what I return high, so I will return high. Okay, okay, let me write the .txt. Okay, the test case that I want like 5 test case. N equals to 4, 11, 1, 28, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 36. That's the one. Okay, let me run it quickly. G++ 1.cpp dash o1 dot slash 1.cpp. Okay, my bad, 1 txt. Oh, it's not working. That's not working actually. So mid into mid. But it's not working. Am I getting something wrong here? And in. What wrong is happening? What's going on? What's wrong is happening here? I'm not quite sure what's happening. Let me search in GPT. Why did Zype exist? I mean, why it existed? My bad. I just, versus this matter. Oh, my bad, my bad. Sorry. I am sorry. I just overlooked the situations. Okay, so remove address. Okay, I'm getting 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first is 130 for the input. What I'm getting 1. Okay, I'm getting 231. Okay, I'm getting 231. This string 130131, that the needed answer was what? 231. What if I do 0 here? Actually, this is for some calculations maybe for me. Because it should be 1. 1 equals to high. I can write like mid less equals to n by mid, but both are equal. I'm not sure what's happening. Let me see what ChatGPT is saying. You are returning high, but high is the last value, but not necessarily the floor of square root, but returning Let me written low minus 1. Hmm. Low minus 1, but actually low minus 1 in a hypothetically is not quite sure over here. Low minus 1. Yeah, it's not the answer. It should be high. Uh, okay, so the thing is, if like n equals to 0, n is to 1, I can return it. Yeah, makes sense. So okay, 1 issue is done, but what is the issue that I'm getting for like 1 there? Can I next 5 3 4 5? What? 4 is giving me an issue. It here it read is equals to my n return repeated stuff to this list of ones. Yeah, that's what I want. But 5 6 for 36, that's what I want. So basically I was missing one issue. When it equals, why I would fucking change, so that's what I will write. But for an issue, what I will write here, I will decrease mid from here and add it at here. Same I will do it here for issuing some overflow issues. Okay, let me okay, so what was that? A naught x, yeah, it is n, makes sense. It did go through. Yeah, so that's what I can do. One thing, so this was the issue that I was getting, and yeah, that's all. So let me write this issue in my notebook. Basically this two, okay, makes sense. The next question, it took couple of times, more time I need. I need how much time? 34 minutes I need. And okay. Find the nth root of a number using like binary search. So let me go through here. Okay, I mean nth root of m, that means like what was that, 2 root 4. So 2 is basically the n and this is basically the m, so n root of m, makes sense. So for example, 2 root 9 is 3. and 3 root 9 is -1. Okay, because it is not an integer. Okay, because it's not integer, return -1 makes sense. So what I'll do, the least answer that I can get is mm, so okay, let me consider low, and low is 2, my bad, low is 1, high is 9, and mid is 8 by 2 is like 4. Now let me consider the line over here, 1, 9 and 4. So 3 basically is what, so can I read, write one thing, 2 root 4 is basically 2 square of 2 slash, if I consider the mid here, so can I write, let's say a value p is like you know like 4 to the power 2 is like 16. So the issue that is this, where we did like mid into mid, but here we don't have any value like mid square. We cannot write this mid square, we cannot write this because we don't have any access to the n values. So we are doing like mid and n, and I will write a pow. So what is the value that is I'm getting? Basically 16. So 16 is greater than 4. So it should stay here. So I will consider 4 and 9 and 9. Okay, let me start the timer. Okay, now this is like 13 by 2, so 6 is the mid. So I can write pow p is 6 comma where was this 2, so basically 6 to the power 2 is like 36. One thing, my bad, yeah, I had written something wrong. So basically let me consider 1 and 9 again, because I have written that 4, so my bad. 1 and 9, the mid should be 5. 9 plus 1 by 2, this should be 5. Okay, so now 5 square is 25, that should stay here. So I have like 5 and 9 slash 6 and 9, sorry, my bad. 6 and 9, 13 by 2, that is 6, right? 6. So like 6 square is like 36. It is greater than, somehow I can say, like 6. Not exactly. As like 25 is greater, I need smaller, my bad. I don't know why I'm writing this stuff wrong. So when 9 is greater, then I should find like in the list stuff here. So that is like 1 and 5. 1 and 5. The mid is like 4 by 6 by 2, that is 3. And 9 is greater than 3. So I need smaller, I need smaller. So I have 1 and so I have like 3 and 4 now. Just a second. 1 and 4. So it should be like 4 plus 1 by 2. 3 by 2 is 2 is my answer. 2 squared is 4. 4 is greater than 2. But what is this 9? Hmm. I got the answer. I mean, I got the solutions basically. So let me show you the solution. What the solutions look like. Let me do a dry run first. N equals to 2. M equals to 9. 2 to the power, I mean 2 root of 9. So what I will do is basically uh, low is 1, high is 9, mid is 9 plus 1 by 2 is 5, and I can write like 5 square, so 5 to the power 2, 10 is greater than 9, so I need smaller, so high equals to mid minus 1. So low is 1, high equals to mid minus 1, like 4. Mid is like 4 plus 1 by 5 by 2 is 2. Like 2 squared is like 4. 4 is less than 9. So I will do low equals to mid plus 1. Now I'll have like low is mid plus 1 like 3. High is 4. Mid is 3 plus 4, 7 by 2 is like 3. So I can write 3 into 2, I mean 3 to the power 2, 9, it is equals to 9. So when it returns 9, so return mid. That's what my solution look like. So next, run for the next test case like 3 and 9. N equals to 3, M equals to 9. So low is 1, high is 9, mid is like 10 by 2 is 5. So like 5 squared, 5 squared is like 10 is greater than 9. So do high equals to mid minus 1. Again low is 1, high is mid minus 1 is like 4, mid is 5, sorry, my bad. 4 plus 1 by 2, 5 by 2 is 2, like 2 square is 4, it is less than 9. So low equals to mid plus 1. Now low equals to mid plus 1, 3. High equals to 4. Mid equals to like 3 plus 4 plus I mean 7 by 2 is like 3. So 3 into 3 is equals to 9. So return mid. So this is my solution look like. Okay, let me go for like -1. Oh my bad, sorry. 3 to the power 2 is equals to 9. Oh my bad, yeah. It is not 3, it is 3. Like 5 to the power 3 is greater than, okay. Then I have to do 2 to the power 3, 8. Yeah, makes sense. And then 3 to the power 3, 27. 27 is greater than 9. When it is greater than 9, do high equals to mid minus 1. High equals to mid minus 1. Sorry. So low equals to 3. High equals to mid minus 1, 3. Mid equals to 3. And 3, I have mid. 3 is obviously greater than 9. So to high equals to mid minus 1 again. And low equals to 3. High equals to mid minus 1, 2. And it is exhausted. So return -1. This my solution look like. So what is basically this is the simple stuff. The same question that I did in like the square root. So low equals to 1 and high equals to m, and while low less equals to highlight a simple binary search. So int mid is like low plus high minus low divided by 2. If the power, so I have to calculate like double pow, I mean p equals to power of mid and n, and if p is equals to n, sorry m, return mid. Else if the power value, basically what I'm wanting, the power value is greater than the mid, sorry, greater than the value of m, then when it is greater to high equals to mid minus 1, else low equals to mid plus 1. If nothing got succeed, return -1. Input. Okay, I have like 3 test cases, 2 and 9, 2 and 9, 3 and 9, 3 and 9, 1 and 40. Okay, let me run g++ 2.cpp dash 2. Okay, 3 minus 1 14 makes sense. Let's say 3 minus 1 14. Okay, makes sense. So let me quickly submit the code over here. Okay, let me take them and quickly submit over here. Just format it a bit. Compile and run. How much will it take? It take 11 minutes. Not that much, but okay. Today I don't have any like viewers. Okay, next is 3.cpp. So I did this. I'm cocoa eating bananas. Let me see what the problem looks like. Huh. Okay, Coco loves to eat bananas. There are in piles of bananas. Pile has piles of I bananas. The girl have gone and will come back in 8 hours. Coco and decide her bananas per hour, eating speed of K. Each hour she chooses some pile of bananas and eats K banana from that pile. If the pile had less than K bananas, she eats all of them instead and will not eat any more bananas during this hour. Okay. Hmm. So okay, so basically uh, so, so so let me just what is the stuff look like? 3, 6, 7, 11. Okay, so it is saying like return the minimum integer keys such that C can eat all bananas within 8 hours. Makes sense. So I have to calculate like the hours for the first time. Right. Okay, let me quickly do that. So for the first time, low is at 1, high is the max element, it's 11 because the maximum answer, I mean the maximum answer can be the the maximum element. I don't have to write the in max. Okay, and mid is 12 by 2 is 6. Okay, so the answer can be 11. So let me write like a variable called answer is 11, like the maximum element that can be present. Okay, now I will use like a function like calculate hours. It will take like the mid or the pile of, it is saying like see the pile of bananas. So I can say pile and the hours. I mean how much time it took him to eat all bananas of each pile. So pile will be basically the all array and the mid I can consider. So let me write it. I mean basically I'm iterating again over here. So how much it will take for me? So 3 plus mid, that is 6, minus 1 for the first one, that is like 9 by 2 is 8. 6. That is 8 6 that is nearby equal to like 1 maybe, yeah. The next pile it took him like 6 plus 6 minus 1 that is 6. That is about like 12, 13 by 6, 2 approximately. Next, 7 plus 6 minus 1 was 6. That is about of like 13 by 6. That is actually 11 by 6. That is 1. Again, like 11 plus 6 minus 1 by, I mean, doing the value of 6. So basically, it is like 17 minus 1, that is 16. Oh my bad, this should be 2. This x basically is 1. This is 2 again. So what should be my answer? I'll calculate the total. So total time is like 1 plus 2, 4, 6. Like 6. And what had been given, h equals to 8. So we cannot, I mean, it is less equals to. So I can consider this as my answer. I mean, let's say where it is like, I can consider this as my answer. Can consider as answer. And I have to go more. And for that, I mean, I need the minimum time. Because the minimum integer key. So just do a binary. So just do a BM. Okay, so that's what my intuition look like. Well, let me go to run the code basically. Int n, what I've been given like an array of files. Okay, int t c n p while t minus minus int n also the hello. Will return an integer main vectoring files in h. So and size. The low is 1, the high is like the maximum element that can be present. So I write max element, or I can write manually, right? Try to find the manual. So I write max element files and yeah, files. Let me write this quickly. So int max, element. Oh, by the way, I think there is a function called max element, but let me write like this, and I'm not sure that it is taken for equals to files dot size for int equals to 0 then n plus plus. If take a value called int answer equals to int main, answer equals to a max of piles of I and answer itself. Also, you know one thing, it is said to be like a sorted stuff, so I can take the like the high is basically piles of n minus 1. That is also a way to do it. So basically there are so many ways to do it. Generally, as it is sorted, the maximum can be like the last element. uh, I mean, I'm going talking about like piles of n minus 1. This can be the answer. Let me write it, you know one thing. Let me write it. Return. Okay, makes sense. Is it said to be sorted? No, 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 no. Okay. Sorry, my bad. It is not sorted. It is not sorted. It is not sorted. Okay, it's not sorted. My bad. This is the way to do it, not this. Okay. Now do a simple binary search. Low length equals to high. Mid equals to low. Plus high minus low divided by 2. If okay, so long, I can take int hours equals to get hours, get the piles and the mid, and if hours is less equal to the mid, high equals to mid minus 1. Also this can be my answer. This is my answer. Makes sense. And else just do low equals to mid plus 1. Return answer. It's nothing but int n equals to like dot size for int I equals to 0 and then n I plus and int hours equal to 0 and hours plus equals to okay. Seal of typecast equal double files of I by double of R. And for like the buffer overflow, let me consider this as a long and return hours, and let me consider this as to be a double. Okay, like 3 test cases, 1 2 3 4 4 and 8, 3 6 7 11, 5 5 30 11 23 4 20, 5 6 30 11 23 4 20. Okay, I'm getting like 34, line number 34. Okay, my bad. Pi is okay, so that makes sense. 6 11 11. Okay, let me see. No, 6 11 11 is not working. Okay, I think I have some bug. Hmm. Ah, my bad. This is not mid. That should be H. I'm comparing with H. 4 20 23. 4 30 23. Yeah, that's all my answer looks like. I mean, looks like. This was a nice question, by the way. Accepted. And it is saying like it is like an unexceptional. Okay, sort of like double. Long movie. Would it work? It did work. So they should like. Okay, the next question. This is a nice question. This is a nice question. Okay, minimum days to make M bouquet. See, when I get in my mind like minimum days to do something, binaries is the first option that I can get. So okay, you are given a integer bloom day, an integer m, and an integer k. Okay, you wanna make m bouquet. To make a bouquet, you need to use k adjacent flowers from the garden. The garden consists in flowers. The ith flower will bloom in bloom day I. Then can be used in exactly one bouquet. Okay, return the minimum number of day you need to wait to be able to make m bouquet from the garden. Okay, it is saying ith flower will bloom in the bloom day of I. So zeroth flower will be, so after day 1 this, day 2 this, day 3 this. We can make 3 bouquet. The answer is 3. Okay, after the 3, I mean the adjacent elements. Like now for this we need 3 bouquets, each has 2 flowers. That means we cannot need we need 6 flowers. We only have 5 flowers, to it is impossible to get 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, so we cannot get like 3 into 2 or something. So when I can write the m is greater than k, or mm, so if m into k is less than the the size of the array, then I can say that it cannot bloom. The first condition. Okay, let me quickly do a code over here. M and K, N M K, C N M K. In what was it? Bloom day of n size. We take the value C in answer equals to like bloom day M and K. So cout answer and Okay, so let me take that an example. Like let me take like 7 7 7 7 7 and 13 11 and 12, and k is sorry my bad, m is, I mean, number of flowers I need 2, and k, so m is basically, okay, m bouquet and k different flower. Okay, I need like 2 different flower, like 3 different flower medicines. Okay, so is it eligible? First thing is it eligible? So root 6 is like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yeah, 6 is less than 7, so it is. Okay, makes sense. The next thing that is, okay, what can be the last day possibly? I mean, the last possible day is generally the day that is the max element. Let's say 13. 13. So what happens on the day 13? Day equals to, if the day is 13, first flower bloomed. Let me write this. Second flower bloomed. Third flower bloomed. Fourth flower bloomed. This bloomed. This bloomed. This bloomed. And this bloomed. Right. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Oh my God. So all flower bloomed. Right. All bloomed. So my answer is 13, but I want a minimum number of days. So day reduced to 12. Now this flower bloomed 1 2 3 4. 4 flower bloomed. These didn't bloom. Okay, I have 13. They didn't bloom. Okay, 11 bloomed. 12 bloomed. So how many bouquet I can make for this? I can make 1 bouquet, 2 bouquet. Okay, so 2 bouquet I can make. Now for this case I can make 1 bouquet, but I cannot make another bouquet. Day 12, 1 2 3 4. My bad, just a second. Okay, my bad. For 11 12 this also bloomed. My bad, my bad. This bloomed and this bloomed. So can I make 3 bouquet? Yes, I can make 3 bouquet, like 1 2 3 and 1 2 3. So I can make like all bloomed, can make 2 bouquet. Yeah, can make 2 bouquet, can make 2 bouquet. So answer is 12. Now day 11. This flower bloomed 1 2 3 4. This bloomed, no, this doesn't bloom. 13. This bloomed and 12. So this 3 and this 3. No. Cannot make 2 bouquet. So the answer remains 12, and I will return answer equals to 12. Alright, makes sense. Let me do the same diagram with an example that already been present here. Maybe take this one, 1 10 3. Maybe take another example. One, okay, let me start. 10, 3, 10, 2. Okay, so on day 10, this flower bloom, this bloom, this bloom, this bloom, this bloom, all bloomed, all bloomed. What is the condition for bloom? So I have to make m equals to 3, k is 1. Okay, so I have to make 3 bouquet. M is basically the bouquet, right? M bouquet. So I can make 1, 2, 3 bouquet. Yeah, I can do. So answer is 10. Next, on day 9, this bouquet is done. 10 cannot. This bouquet is done. 10 cannot. This bouquet is done. Yes, I can make 3 bouquet. So answer is 9. Now on day 8, this is done, this cannot done, this is done, this cannot be done, this is done. Okay, answer equals to 8. On day 7, this bouquet is done, this cannot done, this bouquet is done, this cannot done, this bouquet is done. So answer equals to 7. On day 6, this bouquet is done, this cannot be done, this bouquet is done, this cannot be done, this bouquet is done. So answer equals to 6. On day 5, this bouquet is done, this cannot be done, this bouquet is done, this cannot be done, this bouquet is done. Answer equals to 5. On day 4, this bouquet is done, this cannot be done, this bouquet is done, this cannot be done, this bouquet is done. So answer equals to 4. On day 3, this bouquet is done, this cannot be done, this bouquet is done, this cannot be done, this bouquet is done. So answer equals to 3. On day 2, this bouquet is done, cannot be done, cannot be done, cannot be done, can be done. So cannot possible. So return day 3 as answer. So exactly how I am finding the value. What I'm doing exactly to find the bloom day value. This is the first trying to possibly get the what is the basically. So when let me consider simple stuff like 1, 10, 3, 10, and day 2. Let's consider. Calculate the number of bouquet slash. Is it possible? Okay, and let me calculate the number of bouquet. Okay, so what I'm doing actually. Days 2. So 1 is less than 2, so cannot be done. So can be done. So I'll do count plus plus 10 is greater than 2, cannot be done. So do what? I got 1 bouquet. So bouquet plus plus, not exactly plus plus, I can say bouquet plus equals to count by let's say the number of flowers I would require to create a bouquet. So this is number of flowers I would require to create a bouquet, and I will make count is 0. So after using this stuff, for one, count is 0, sorry, count is 1, na of bouquet is 1, for 10 count is 0, number of bouquet, okay, for the case there is no number of bouquet, as number of bouquet is 0, number of bouquet is 1, 10 makes sense. 3, count is 1, number of bouquet is 1, right? Okay, for 3 it cannot be done, my bad. Count is 0, number of bouquet is 1. 10, count is 0, number of bouquet is 1. And then day 2, count is 1, number of bouquet is 1. And when it got exhausted at the last, I will calculate the bouquet. So at last, number of bouquet, so number of bouquet equals to, and this is the number of bouquet I need. Now if so, this is the number of bouquet I need. So number of bouquets I need. Now calculate if it possible. If it is possible to create a needy bouquet. If number of bouquet is greater than or equal to required number of bouquet slash m. This is my answer. Again, at a dry run for this case. I am not quite sure that why this is happening. Let me take this. Okay, my 12 is my exam. Yeah, let me take this as an example because it is, simple. One thing, when I write code, I really do too much dry run. I really take too much time on writing dry run, because what I feel is dry run is the main thing that gives you clears every doubt of you. Okay, so if calculate, I'm calculating if it is possible, like files and m and key. Okay, is it possible right now? So m is, let me write, m is 2, a is 3. Okay, so for 7, count is 1, number of BQ is 0. For 7, count is 2, number of BQ is 0. Because one thing, I don't exhaust it. Again 7, I'm taking on day 2, 12. mm, count is 3 0. I got 12 again. Okay, let me do on day 11 actually, because for 12 everything got exhausted. For 11, count is 0. Number of bouquet is 1 to 3. I mean the count is basically. For 7, count is 1, NB 0. 7, count is 2, NB 0. At last, NB equals to 3 plus 1, 2, 5. And it is, I mean, we have make we have to make like we need 2 bouquets with 3 flowers. So 1 bouquet and no bouquet. That's why I'm getting that answer. The number of bouquets is basically not 5, like 5. Uh, it is basically equals to 1. I actually been created, Okay, so it is not number of bouquets. Okay, my bad. Number of bouquets is 0 for this case. For this case, but for this case it will be 1. My bad, I got one thing. I got one issue. I got one issue for this case, right? This is good for the dry run, but not equal, not exactly for the code. Okay, let me write the code first. Now. Int, or I can write a boolean function. No need to just possible vector int bloom day. Int m int oh, my bad. Can I say this? I mean, can I say this? What is the least number? The least number can be the number already been present over here. Yeah, I can write bloom day. Okay, if you want, I can write the functions manually. Let me write the functions manually because I don't want to use any predefined libraries. Oh, my bad. What I'm writing here. So I will write a for loop in plus plus. So if bloom day of I is smaller than or equal to the okay, basically here I should need the flower, the rebate meat is meat, then I will do count plus plus. Else I have so many things to do. I will make count is okay, my bad. So I get number of bouquet plus equals to count by meat. No, count by key. So I need here the uh, m and int key. Just I need okay, int key. And make count to 0. After exhausting, also do number of bouquet plus equals, I mean for this case, at last bouquets, there is one bouquet remaining over there. Number of bouquet count by k, and check possibility. So return number of bouquet, is it greater equals to m? So let me need m also over here. Okay, now what I need is I have to calculate like the binary search. That is pretty simple for me. Um, like int n equals to unit dot size, and low equals to main element bloom day. I is bloom day. Let me write the min and okay, so int so if okay, I can just write the min element. So mini equals to mean of mini and bloom day of I. Return okay, write the same code for int max. Okay, makes sense. So now I will write a simple binary search. Uh, okay, so if possible of bloom day and I need the hours. I need mid, I need m, I need k. If this is possible, then I can go to the left part. So high equals to mid minus 1, else low equals to mid plus 1. Now what is my answer at the last? uh, I can write uh, answer equals to my mid. So in answer for the worst case should be high, and at last I can return my answer. This is the solution that I right now have think of. Okay, let me see that it work or not. Let me change the input. Okay, at first I have like 1, 2, 3 test case, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, and 1, 1, 10, 3, 10, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 10, 1, 10, 3, 10, 2, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 7, 7. That's what my answer looks like. Okay, let me to run a g plus plus 4.cpp dash 04. Oh, I'm getting some issue. Okay, I have some uninitialized variables. So let me name them quickly. Like for the possibility, I haven't written the int count is 0 and int number of bq always have 1. Always have 1. Why? Because at the hypothetically last index, it should be 1 or not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. 3, 10, 12, 3. Okay, so for this case I'm getting, oh, I have just forget to add that validation check. So here I have to check the validation. Okay, if m into k is greater than n, right, then I will return -1 for this case. Yeah, 3 minus 1, 12, I'm getting correctly. So let me copy everything, like mean, max element, and possibility. Y this out, I mean yank this out, and paste this. Let me see the formatting. Yes, the formatting is nice. Yeah, I did go through. Let me submit quickly. Probably it will run. larger into and okay, so the issue that I'm getting is for this line. It is saying I cannot do it. So the easiest fix for this, right now what I'm think of is at first multiply this with 1 ll, then multiply with k with 1 ll. Let me quickly copy this out. I think it's not even possible to m into 1 ll into 1. Use the test case, run it quickly. Yeah, it did go through nicely. It is accepted. Accepts. So today we have done like 3 or 4 problems, but I think this is all for today. We have just 1 and 47 minutes, so I think this is all for today. The next day maybe we will practice some, and yeah, one day I will find one day where we'll make a long like 5 hours live stream where we will solve like all binary search problem with just allocating some times over there. I think that will be good for us and for me to practice. Like it took 25 minutes, so if I consider like before 5 minutes of analyzing the problem, that will be like 30 minutes approximately, 31 minutes, more than a half an hour, more than half an hour. So I think I should reduce the time by seeing the pattern over there. So yeah, before going to string, I have to just work on this nicely. So that's all for today. See you next time.